So this is a letter to my future self. I feel like I'm zoomed in a little bit less than I'd like to be, but we gotta see the surroundings. We gotta get all the vibes in. We gotta know what's really being said here, what's really being done here. Alright, the morning is November 30th, 2024. Shortly after 1 a.m. Virginia Beach, Virginia. And many a plot, many a thought have been had here for me, emotionally speaking. And I think that I owe it to myself to invest in myself and continue to invest in those around me, because that's brought me nothing but joy. And any misery I face along the way is just the other side of the coin of that joy. So not only do I owe it to myself, but if one wants to serve Allah, they have to serve all of life. Give their life in sacrificial service to the all of life. So when we think about like a slave mentality, right? It's like the slave has no choice, right? The slave has a master. Until that slave is freed, that will is subdued. So when I think about giving my life for one, giving their life as a willing sacrifice to dedicate their lives for the betterment of other people, most would say that's insane, that doesn't make any sense. What's the point in doing work for the gain of others, but none for the gain of yourself? And it's kind of thought sometimes for me when it comes to starting a business. It's like, well, what's the point in doing something that its main goal is to accumulate profit for the entity, the body? But when I think about the teachings of the Prophet, and when I think about the power of unity in organization, and out of many one, and concepts of this nature, I see why nationality is the order of the day. I see why money doesn't make the man, but free national standards and power makes a man and a nation, and it takes finance to uplift the nation. I see why economic security is what needs to be stressed among our people, because we're living in a time where we have to learn how to be dependent and reliant on one another. We've grown up in a world where we've had a lot of interference. There's a separation between humanity from divinity, seeing that only a select few and a hand-picked couple, so-and-sos could speak to and for God, when in reality, the truth is and has always been that God and all of humanity and all living things are one. And if that was the case, that is the case, and always will be the case. And a slave cannot be made unless a human being is broken and separated from that divinity in the mind. That's where it starts. This business for me is not for solely profit. It's necessary. However, this is for the communication of the creative vision of the people, the will of the people, of the streets, wherever they may be, urban, suburban, rural. The existence of a middle ground, of a middle way, of those who just want to thrive and who have faith in the ideals of what the new world was promised, based off of the back of the work and the spirit of the old world, because it all is truly one. The uniting, the line that unites divinity and matter. Building the bridge between two worlds, rather than trying to define a space in between. Using the space in between to solidify the link. 311 Arts and Media. It's a small world after all.